Welcome everybody watching in on grassroots rugby right around New Zealand. We're here in Palmerston North for the Hankins Shield final, which is a combination of Division 1 rugby here in the Manawa 2. Final this year is between College Old Boys, the champions, reigning champions from last year, against Varsity, who are now running out onto the field. Joining me for the commentary today is Jason Emery. And Jason, we've seen a lot of these great games. You've played many of them. What are you expecting?
It's going to be a fiery one. I think it's quite evenly matched, to be honest. And by the looks of it, Varsity win early. So, like I said pre-game, whoever plays well into the wind, I think is going to have the upper hand and end up winning the Hank this year.
So that win this year you talked about is coming from the west, so it's going to be favouring Varsity as they play towards the city end here at Arena Manawa 2. Both teams now having a bit of a huddle. Just quickly running through the COB side. Braddock, Schwenke and Tupai front row with Simpson and Sharky Goodson as captain in 4 and 5. Jared Selwood and Elijah Croswell and Pardo are your flankers. Loose fields with Tahiwi McMillan at halfback and Eschenbach at first 5. James Topher and Big Jim Siriwalu at the midfield with Ben Manhiddick, Joeli Rolfa and Jaden Keelan rounding out the back. Varsity, main front row, Sam Tafanga, Nick Grogan, Flynn Yates as captain, Matt Marceau, Mickey Williams, Etika Vuriniabalu and Cody Borlace on the sides of the scrum with Julie Guerki in the boot. Wilson and Davidson are your pivots with Serrata and Coles in the midfield, Brosnan and Rapati on the wings, Henry at fullback, and it's going to be Varsity who kick out to start this game. Here we go, Hankins Shield 2023 underway. Small mistake there by Goodson. Lost the ball forward by the looks, but they're playing advantage. Now, that's with Varsity. Straight across here to Guerki. Good big touch. Makes a few metres. Wilson back on this side. Picks up to Mickey Williams. He's held. Only 4 metres in from the left-hand touch. 30 out from the try line. Big run there from Sam Tafanga. Drives his way through the College Old Boys defence. There it is, Yates getting a touch on the ball. Coming forward is Logan Henry. It's been knocked over the other side there with Siriwalu's just taking the ball out, 26 out from the line. All the way back now to Keelan, who strikes the ball downfield towards the sideline and lets it go over.
Oh, we got a wee push and shove.
Yeah, looks like
in the finals.
Oh yeah, a little bit of biffo, just to introduce each other. Like Captain Yates in there. Oh, now he's doing a strip show for us.
Oh, zoom in on that cameraman.
Crowd's very appreciative of that.
He said he's in the best nick of his life, he's told me, so you might want to zoom in on that.
I think he's going to show it all. Is this a social media gig? Get it on Twitter. So Captain Yates is stripped his shirt off. I'm not quite sure why it's ripped. Presume they're looking for a replacement.
I think that was a good start from both teams. Varsity obviously had good shape, they just couldn't execute. They were space wide, so I think they'll look at getting the ball to the width as the game progresses. But like I said, playing into the wind, that was a good kick, I think. Ending up past halfway, so see how Varsity attacks this next play once Captain gets his shirt on.
Chase, we've got a great game of conditions for the rugby game with the sun on the back and playing for the first time this year on the #1 field here at Arena. Conditions really couldn't be a whole lot better apart from a little breeze. But let's hope it's a good open running game. Just reflecting back on those 2 semi-finals last week, they were just incredible, the finishes for those. Varsity just whipping the game right out from underneath Old Boys Marist. Unbelievably so, they missed a penalty to touch, trying to put it into the corner just before the Varsity try line, and Varsity busted all the way out from there, and eventually Logan Henry ran in and scored under the post to just whip the game away from Old Boys Marist. Which is a bit of a shame because Old Boys Marist had a hell of a good season. They really deserved the #1 seeding.
Yeah, it just shows playoffs, you know, you got to. Doesn't matter if you finish first, second, third or fourth, you just got to turn up and anything can happen, just like last week.
Grogan thrown into the line-out, not back on the College Old Boys side. And there it is with Sarah Miller right across. Goodson out there in the back line. Here was Big Jim Simiwalu. Oh, makes his first break. Second one, still going forward, up over the 10-metre mark. There it is with Tahiwi McMillan. Pops the ball back up for Pardo. He meets him in halfway. Though good tackle there by Mickey Williams on him. Now it's on the ground, rolling forward. The ball is there for College. It's a little bit slippery though. Picked up there by Schwenke. Makes a few metres. Tahiwi McMillan over the other side. Ball busting through there was Pardo. Good work from him. Further out there to Eschenbach. Dances a couple of times and still making their way forward and got the ball back. Tahiwi McMillan again. Oh, there it is with big Isako Tupai. Strides his way up the middle. And what's his injury for? Called a penalty, or was it just a stop and play? It looks like the referee may have just stopped the game out of concern for an injured Varsity player on the ground. That's a really blow for Varsity. So the referee did in fact stop the game out of concern for the injured Varsity player. And it is Mickey Williams who has retired from the game. Only 2 minutes into it, so it's a big blow for Varsity. He's been a strong competitor all season. It's not been fed by
All boys held at the back. And there just Pardo runs one off the back to Tahiwi McMillan. There's a quick ball up. Oh, very nearly intercept play there by Ropati, charging on his way through, but it's been regathered back by College Old Boys. Have done well to get that back up. Pardo makes a little break in the middle. Tahiwi McMillan back across. Good work there from Sharkey. Tahiwi McMillan. There goes Eschenbach, but he's lost the ball forward. Advantage for a Varsity. Kicked over the top, partly charged. They'll all be onside, but the referee will come back. No advantage for the original knock on. The scrum's going to take place 32 metres out directly in front of
Good defence there from Varsity, I thought, from that scrum, and if Ropati gets that intercept, I think he's going all the way there, so
it's pretty close.
I think COB will probably look at running that again if they get that opportunity.
It's always one of those dodgy calls, Jace, too, whether is it a knockdown or did it a genuine attempt, but it looks like he really did try and catch the ball.
Yeah, it's quite a contentious part of the game at the moment, isn't it? But I think he genuinely went for the intercept there.
So Bryn Wilson, halfback for Varsity with hands on the ball. Davidson, Serrata and Coles are the next three players on the outside, and then Brosnan's way across on the right wing, and Tamatoa Ropati, the player who tried to get that intercept, back here on the left wing. Good crowd here today for club footy finals. As we look down across the grandstand, clubs really do get them behind their teams when they do make the finals, and it's a great, always a good celebration at the end of the year. Be one very happy club rooms at the end of it. Wilson, Davidson, across. There it is with Serrata. First look at him. Sam Coles goes to ground. Big wall.
Big Nick Grogan,
Wilson hits it hard across the top. And looks like over the top of that, very good play from there by the number 8 for College Old Boys, Tianini Pardo, who got his hands over the ball and earned the penalty for College Old Boys. Penalty's going to be 40 metres out from the Varsity line. So coming forward is Eschenbach to drive his right foot down. Yeah, pretty good kick too. They'll have an attack and throw into the line out. 25 metres out from the Varsity line.
See College Old Boys set up here. We've got Big Isaac, so you can guess where this ball's going to go from this line out.
Straight to Shark in the middle. Oh, straight through the gap. Here we go. Tahiwi McMillan driving his way forward. He's pretty isolated. Getting close to the line. He's only 2 metres away. There's a dive of the line for College Old Boys. An early one. Very close. Isaac Tupai getting his hands on the ball. Can he bring it out? And then another little dig at the line. No, there's a way through. There is with Tupai again. Now he goes to ground. Tahiwi McMillan right across now. Out in the open side field. And there it is with the left winger taken high in the tackle, but over the line for the try. Joeli Arotha, try scorer for College Old Boys, opening the scoring here after 6 minutes here at Arena Manawatu.
Right into the breeze. No, that's a good try from Cobb. I thought they moved the ball well. Obviously saw the space from James Toffa, and the winger finished it off and executed it well.
Strikes it towards the post, and it is, over it goes. Nice low kick by Eschenbach. Very effective. 7-0 after 7 minutes. College Old Boys over Varsity. Ball back in the hands now of Scott Davidson for Varsity. Kicks it long and deep, coming down in the sun, not easy to take. Left it to bounce, it's going to go all the way over the dead ball line.
Scrum back at halfway.
So, mistake from there. That might be a demonstration of their wind out there, Jason.
Yeah, I think he put a bit extra on that one, Logan Henry. Obviously his first kick wasn't too great, so he put a bit extra on. So he was scrum at halfway.
College Old Boys with the feed. 7-0 they lead after 7 minutes. Got a couple of big striking profiles with Isaac Tupai and David Braddock in the front row for College Old Boys. A couple of D4 Caterpillars, I think.
Cobb, interesting setup here. They've got what we call a 2-2 split, so 2 behind the scrum, 2 left and 2 right. So it'll be interesting if they go back to that move they ran before.
Tahiwi McMillan feeds the ball back. Now he goes as the extra man. He makes his way forward. He's got a gap. Tahiwi McMillan still working forward. Can he link up? There's the pass on the outside. One more. Lower it again. And aren't they happy with that try number 2? Joeli Ralpha.
Great play. They obviously they went the right side, didn't work, and I think the flanker stayed on a bit too long, and Lindsay went straight through. So awesome play by Cobb. Like I said, playing into the wind, they're playing really well. A similar spot to where he kicked last time, so I'm expecting low and punch it into this wind.
Be pretty good golf drive into the wind on that one. It keeps it nice and low. What's the trick, Jace?
Yeah, that's in the wrong person. There we go. He just pushed that to the left.
Nice and low with a little bit of a hook. So the score remains 12-0. Great start, College Old Boys. They'll be happy with that for the Hankin Shield final.
I think it's important Varsity just get their balls on the hand, get their hands on the ball, and get some field position. Obviously got the win, so try and make Cobb play out of their half.
Logan Henry will come back to restart the game for Varsity. This time it's a lot shorter, puts the ball high in the air. Quite helpful, taken there well by Jared Goodson, captain of College Old Boys, affectionately known as Sharky. Comes all the way back. They can't kick it out, so it's going to be driven upfield. Tough one to take, but over the shoulders was nicely played there by Brosnan. All the way across to Ropadu. He's ducking, diving, can't find the ground, so he's taken to ground 8 metres inside the Varsity half. Wilson, back up, nice ball by Yates, one-handed. Big Sam Tafunga goes to ground. There's Wilson again. They've got a few numbers on the outside, but Henry will put the ball over the top, trying to find the touchline. He does on the full.
Advantage.
No advantage though. They're going to go all the way back for a penalty to Varsity. Offside play, the call from referee Matt McEwen.
Yeah, it's a good play out from the tight forwards there. Obviously Josh and Big Yatesy kept them carrying there to Sam Tafunga. So, you know what I talked about, just getting their hands on the ball and getting themselves back in this game.
It'll be interesting to see the mobility of those front rows as we get to it. A huge front row in College Old Boys with David Braddock and Isaac Tupai. But perhaps Tufunga and Yates will have a little bit more energy left as the game goes on.
That's a good kick into the 22. Obviously using that wind, famous 1-2 wind, right corner. We'll see what Varsity go to here.
Varsity making their way back down there now. They'll want to get on the board again soon. Help to College Old Boys out by 12 points already after only 11 minutes played. Nick Grogan with the number 2 on his back. Throwing in for Varsity, taken high in the middle and beautifully there by Grecky. Comes to ground. They've got it, they've held it up, they're moving their way forward. Good play from Varsity, driving forward. That's been held there by Schwenke, who's pulled it to ground, but the referee has called. They took it in, didn't get it back. It's going to be a College Old Boys feet to the scrum. Good work by Leif Schwenke.
Yeah, he's good at that. He's quite a little forward, but he can get his way through those gaps. So that's good play by COB. Obviously, the Varsity maul was set, and he's come through, disrupted it, and now it's a scrum.
So College Old Boys will have the feet to the scrum. They're 18 metres out from their own goal line and 8 metres in from the left-hand touch. It's going to be Tahiwi McMillan with his hands on the ball to put in the scrum. Matt McEwen says, right boys, here we go. Bryn Wilson making the peel. Out, straight away, Eschenbach, right foot downfield. Pretty smart play into the wind, and the ball bounces out to touch and makes a good touch finder. They're going to restart right on halfway.
Yeah, I'm happy with the 9 and 10 at the moment for COB there. Obviously getting them around the field, as you know, in finals, that's what it comes down to. So, you know, my hat goes off to COB at the moment for how they're playing into the wind.
Grogan again to a 6-man line-out. Playing the front, didn't look that straight, but it went straight in there to Cody Ballacre, and he pops the ball back up. Nice play. Midfield, Wilson again. Guerky makes a run. He's had a good start to the game. Nice play through the gap was Coles. Goes to ground. Wilson again over the top. Short ball. Nice play. Marsoe takes it to ground. Wilson again. Good work from Grogan. Pops the ball back up to Tafanga. Over the top is Wilson. They're working their way up forward on the 10-metre mark inside College Old Boys half. Oh, beautifully run through Davidson. Can he make the last link-up pass? No. Cut down. It's been picked up and carried on. Here we go again from Wilson. Oh, it's gone straight through the arms of Grogan. And Pardo for College Old Boys comes away with it. Picks it up. It's going to go straight to Tahiwi McMillan, who thumps the ball downfield into the wind. Still in play. So Ballacre heaves the ball back to Henry. Right across field. It's in the hands of Coles. On the halfway mark. Goes to ground, and the Varsity forwards come around to start again. Yates. On the other side is Brosnahan, driven in a tackle. Just inside the College Old Boys half towards the right-hand side, but there's an infringement. I'm not sure what the call was, perhaps leaving the feet to head-high tackle.
Tackle, yeah.
Signalled by Matt McEwen, so it's going to be a penalty for Varsity. What would be the call here, Jace? Pump it down the sideline?
Yeah, I think maybe try and get it to the back, so I don't know what happens in the forwards, mate. I'm a back, so if that was me in this situation, I was in the back, so I'll be calling for it. But yeah, obviously good play, good defence from COB. Just Varsity look a bit isolated from looking up here.
Yeah.
So it'd be good if they can get a couple more guys around the ball looking for offloads. So see if they can do that throughout the game.
Question for you, Jason.
Yep.
What do they call groups of people who run around after rugby players?
Groups of people running around. I couldn't tell you. Sorry.
Backs. That was a forward joke, by the way. Okay, the game's restarted again. Now it's in the hand of Topher. Topher rips his way through. Looking for a man back on the inside. No, he can't get it there. Back on the outside. Beautiful ball. It's with now Min Hinnick. He's very close to the line. Still just held up, Min Hinnick. Trying to get there, but he's held. Where's the ball? Right there for Tahiwi McMillan. Close to the line again, College Old Boys. Can they make them pay? And Jaden Keelan's in there playing halfback. Now it comes to ground, straight back out. Driven to ground was captain Goodson. Halfback, straight across the top. Driving forward was Pardo. Ball still there, they're five metres out from the line. Tahiwi McMillan digs it up. Sharky Goodson goes to ground. Back, they just kind of keep it nice and close. And there's Elijah Croswell. His first pick of the ball. Straight back up to Schwenke. They're working their way into a good field position, but Varsity's defence is holding them up so far. Short ball.
Oh, big hurt.
Oh, smack backwards. There was David Braddock. Still got the ball. Being held over the top. Over the top it goes. Oh, great hands again This is try number 3. College are going. They're going to come around towards the post. Try number 3 for Joel Ratha. Well, what a start for College Old Boys.
College Old Boys, strong start.
17-0. 17 minutes gone with the kick to come.
Point a minute, here you go. No, that was good play, obviously opportunist. I think that was Mount Sudi, number 12 for Varsity. Obviously ball watching a little bit, thought he could get it, and yeah, as you do in finals, you're going to take your luck, and they took their luck there.
Yeshimbach. Easier kick this time. He'll try and keep it low again. Punches it. Good strike. Hits the post and bounces in. So, conversion successful. 19-0. 18 minutes gone here in the Hankin Shield final.
Well, hats off to COB, and now it's time for Varsity to come back and make a game of it.
You wouldn't be following as if we were racehorse tippers. It's going to be Logan Henry, full back again for Varsity, who restarts, but the ball doesn't go 10 metres. So College will just let it go out, and they'll go back to halfway for the restart, and they'll get possession. Not even a quarter of the game gone yet, but College Old Boys have absolutely got this by the throat on the scoreboard.
They've come out the gates firing, haven't they, COB?
Executed really well. Moving well. You mentioned the work between Ishimbach and Tahiwi McMillan, the halfback for College Old Boys.
Yep.
They're pretty sharp. They really are moving them, and Tahiwi McMillan has made a lot of metres in just broken play.
Yeah, I've been impressed with him as well. He's played what he's seen, and obviously what I said before, they've gone to this 2-2-2, what we call in the back, so I feel like they're really controlling the defence here with what they're running, so it'll be interesting to see what they do next.
You'd be excited to see James Tofu in a bit of form there too.
Yeah, he's playing well. Obviously played 1 or 2 with him, so he'll be calling for the ball, knowing him at this stage.
Okay, Tahu McDonald's part of off the back. Here comes ball, Tofa. Ball back on the outside. Lovely play. Up to Jaden Keelan. He goes to ground. 40 metres inside the Varsity half. College Old Boys still very good turnover position. And pretty safe hands too. They're moving the ball well. There's Pardo in midfield on the 10-metre mark inside the Varsity half. Ball bounces, regathered there by Jaden Keelan. So they've lost about 10 minutes. And the ball this time has been pulled away there by Tika Vudinibalo.
Penalty.
Bowler. And penalty now for Varsity. They've got the chance to get themselves down towards the College Old Boys line.
I think it's an important part. This next kind of 5 or 10 minutes. I think Varsity have been down here 3 times and haven't come away with points.
Logan Henry would be in range of a goal kick from there, especially with that breeze at his back, Jason.
Yeah.
But they have elected to go downfield. They're down by 19 points. They need to be the next ones to score, one would think. Nick Grogan limping a little bit up to the line out. 5-man line out for Varsity. Tufunga at the front. Oh, taken there beautifully by Guiki. Across to Wilson. He's the extra man.
Oh, that's a good
charging up the middle. With Sarati. Here comes Guiki again. Working their way forward. This is better play from Varsity. 16 metres out now from the College Old Boys line. Oh, beautiful ball across to Ropani, trying to work his way through. There's the extra pass! And in for the try goes number 12, Karu Tsuratu. They needed to be the next ones to score, and they were.
They needed to. Yeah, that was good play. They obviously saw a few mismatches, low numbers on that short side, so that was good play from Varsity. They needed that.
Kick to come. This kick's going to be taken 10 metres inside the left-hand touch, but with this wind right behind the shoulders of fullback Logan Henry. Crowd is hushed. Moves around, comes down and strikes the ball. It's got to have a big hook to make it. Not enough. Pushes the ball wide to the right. So the score remains 19 points to 5 after 22 minutes here in the Hankin Shield final. See, the sun is now dipped behind some clouds, and it's got just a whole lot darker really quickly.
It's making me feel cold up here, actually, and we're in a box.
We're a bit privileged here, aren't we? We saw the poor guys in Gisborne do their final out, sitting out in the rain last week. I was so inspired by their courage.
Great kick off.
Ball goes high. It's come down. Coles wasn't able to take it. He's a slight knock on, so it's advantage for College All Boys ripping the game forward. There it is. Oh, it was like a two-pie. Runs straight into a heavy tackle, and down he goes. They're going to come back. No advantage there for College All Boys. There was a slight knock on there by them as they went to ground. So they'll go back for the first infringement.
I wouldn't want to be in front of big Isaac trying to tackle that.
He's an impressive what's the word? Profile. He does a lot of great work though for college.
College gone to the traditional 4-2 split in the backs here.
Tahiwi McMillan. Ball at the back. Straight across to Eschenbachs. Here's the extra man coming through. Big Jim Sirawalu. He takes the ball to ground. Good momentum now for College. They got hands on the ball and they're looking for another one. Back out to Sharky Goodson. He takes the ball to ground. 26 metres out from the varsity line. There's Elijah Croswell taking a nice tackle on the other side. Now it comes across. Keeling strikes the ball towards the sideline, but it's not there. Banana kick over the top. Has gone to touch. So probably advantage for College. They're going to get the ball back here. They'll get a throw into the line out, 28 metres out from the varsity line. Leading by 14 points. With 15 minutes to go in the first half here in Palmerston North. 4-man line out. Oh, taken easy, hard contested. I don't think they were ready. And
time off. Lockdown, is it? Is that Josh? Josh Toller has just come on.
The big engine under the hood there. Schwenke. Throw it into the line out. 4-man line out. Back of the. There's Jared Goodson. Takes it easily at the back. Oh, nice ball from short ball from Sirawalu. Over the top. Tahiwa McMillan. And they're coming around the outside. Topher making the extra man. Rathau will be hungry for another one on the other side. Looks like Keelan, who's come out from fullback, finally goes to ground. Working over the top. Tahiwi, little mistake there. Dropped the ball and it's been called lost forward by referee McEwen.
Probably his first mistake he's made in this half, I think, wasn't it?
And Varsity will actually draw a breath of relief from that because College Old Boys just seem to have momentum. They've got an air of confidence as they get inside the 22, Jace.
Yeah, I feel like every time they've been down here, they've scored. So yeah, if I was Varsity, I would be sigh of relief there.
19-5, College Old Boys leading over Varsity here in the final of the Hankins Shield. Tahiwi McMillan just bouncing on his feet. Bryn Wilson feeding the scrum. Oh, good solid scrum there from Varsity. Comes back to Wilson, who thumps the ball downfield. He goes over to left winger. Rathau comes over to Keelan. Keelan looking for a place, but he's looking to line it up too. Dances out a 1-2, taken high in the air by Davidson, and the referee says that is too high. Might have been a bit unlucky there. It was almost sort of across the chest, but it might have slipped up.
I'd call that across the shoulder. He's quite a short man too, isn't he? So,
isn't he?
hope he's alright. Seems like he's on the ground. Obviously, my club Keatar kicked him the ball, and he kind of showed what he could do. So, yeah, Varsity probably just have to be a bit wary of that. They probably don't want to be kicking the ball straight down his throat.
He gathered the ball in pretty much a 60-metre solo effort, chipped it over the top, regathered, ended up going around and scoring, knocking the. They got the conversion and then another penalty to win at the end. Schwenke, 4-man line out. Goodson down the back. He comes forward now. Oh,
what's going on there?
I can't follow it. Tahiwi McMillan. There's Big Jim. Short ball. Offside play.
Oh yeah. We don't see this scored much in our game these days, but
no.
So you can't break the 10-metre line. That tackle defence from the line out. So.
Okay, so Eschenbach was up a little bit too close to far.
I think
always a bit hard too when they're playing into the wind, Jason, where you want to get up and it's quite a slog as it goes. Oh, massive kick downfield from Henry. That's put them right in line now. Great opportunity for Varsity to strike back. They're going to throw him to the line out, 11 metres out from the College Old Boys line, left-hand side of the paddock.
Just feel like Varsity just slowly getting themselves back into this game after that first try. Crucial they get points down here while they're here.
Josh Taula still out there for Varsity. Okay, Grogan throwing in. 6-man line out. Right up in the middle is Gwerke, and over the top, and they've got it set. Held in the back there. Held in the back, and they go to ground. Fudinilla Bowler goes over the top. Should be there.
Another one.
No.
Is it?
Taken in by Varsity. Matt McEwen said you didn't get it back, so it's going to be a turnover ball for College Old Boys. Some good work in there by the defensive College Old Boys.
I think it's our man Leaf again, slithering his way through that line out. He came up with the ball, so
yeah.
Sorry, I don't know what goes on in Moors. I just saw him had the ball on the ground. So,
do they tell you tales about it in the change room afterwards, mate, or how does it work?
Oh, if they're going forward, we're basically told don't ask for the ball, and when they go back, they just shovel it to us. So. That's how it works.
Tahiwi McMillan holding the pack. Oh, big scrum from Varsity. But ball comes back out for College Old Boys. And they've got some confidence. Run it right from the back. There's Keelan. Can he line on Rathau? Out on that left wing. Puts the foot to... ball to his foot. Excuse me, got a little tongue-tied and eventually runs out of place. It's been taken quickly by Varsity. And they're going to charge back, trying to make something happen through Row Party. He's dancing around. Held up in the tackle now on the 10-metre line inside their own half. So Wilson will feed the ball back to Davidson. Stretching over the top, there's Sam Tafunga out there in the back line, probably just trying to get up to where the forward should be. But he's caught the ball and goes to ground. Referee puts an arm out for an advantage of some kind. So Varsity are playing under advantage. And it still goes to ground. Back to Wilson. Well, I think it was under advantage. I saw the signal. Maybe not. There's Yates. He has a bit of a run himself. Makes a thing. No advantage done. So head high was the call. And they will have a penalty. And that penalty will be taken about 30 metres out from their own line. Final for 2023. Looking down on the grandstand, there's not many. There's a really good crowd.
I can smell chips and hot dogs making me hungry.
I can see that.
There they go.
You do that from the midfield. Serrata takes the ball down. Now it goes to ground through Matt Masoe for Varsity. Oh, on the charge. Working their way forward, trying to find a way through.
Advantage.
They're in a good field position now, and they've got an advantage. So Wilson feeds the ball back to Masoe. Masoe still driving forward. They're 10 out from the line. Wilson straight across. Brosnan inches his way forward. 5 metres out. Wilson back on the far side. Masoe, and referee's going to come back. Another offside play. So they're going to go back for the original one. No, I think that's a second penalty. So they've got this penalty right in front of the post. What to do, Jason?
Yeah, it's a tough one. You know, like I said, you want to come away with points. I'd be taking the 3, but depending how the boys feel out there, they're taking the scrum. So
they're 14 points behind.
Yep, don't listen to me.
8 minutes to go.
I don't know what I'm talking about. So
note how I asked your opinion on that, because I had no idea.
Yeah, it is a tough one because look, that makes it
probably
8,
a smart
9, 10,
play.
right? Yeah. So
it just feels like the Varsity forwards are getting a bit of a ascendancy too over the pack. Do you feel that?
Yeah. So
they'll give a big heave on here, and if they can get the penalty again and maybe get some pressure on those College Old Boys players, they've played well into the wind, but they must have some pretty heavy legs now at the moment.
Yeah, and as you can see there, they've got the 2-2 split as well in the back. So see if they run a similar move to what COB has been running. Steady scrum.
Yeah, it's been held there at the back. Gwerke's going to pick it up. Gwerke's the extra man. Off to Wilson. Short ball on the outside. Oh, great tackle. Topher came through and just took Coles down in a copybook tackle.
Oh, a few penalties down here.
Another penalty. They're starting to mount up a little bit.
I'll tell you what, you don't want to be hit by James Tuffer like that. I've had a couple of those at training.
It looks like that was too high.
Is
that right? A signal from the referee. Anyway, Henry's going to come down, punch the ball into the corner. They're going to have a throw in 5 metres out from the College Old Boys line. Down by 14. A try now would really set up the game for Varsity.
Can tell you, being a back, you're probably not going to get the ball here. I'll be looking at number 2 for COB and trying to keep him out of.
Jason, it sounds like you've been picked on out there. Have you talked to HR about this? Grogan throws to the middle, beautifully taken. High at the back by Gwerke. They've got it up off the ground. They've got the ball in hand. Now they surge. Now they drive towards the line. Over! And the try is scored.
Is it Nick Grogan?
Nick Grogan, the hooker for Varsity, the one coming up with the ball.
I won't do much talking about it. I don't know what happens in there. Good call not listening to me taking the 3 points there, so they obviously know what they're doing. But yeah, crucial points. Hopefully Logan Henry can get an extra 2 points here and make it interesting.
I'm impressed with Logan Henry, Jason. Big, tall guy. Big long legs, gets great strikes on the ball. He's hit that nicely. It's floating towards the post.
There we go.
Back true as well. Great kick. So suddenly, down to 7 points the difference with 5 minutes to go in the first half. Eschenbach comes forward for College Old Boys. Kicking out to the right. Kicks it high. It holds up in the breeze. Is it going to make the 10? It does just. Taken there beautifully by Sharky Goodson. And across to Tofa. Books the ball out to Cyril Walu. He jinks a couple of times and then charges into the blue wall. So Tahiwa McMillan gets the ball back. They get a penalty. Are they going to try and take it quickly? Racing up. Not sure what that penalty was for, Jay.
Someone playing the ball on the ground.
Someone cheating.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I think it's one of those forwards again, mate.
Okay. 4 minutes to go in the half. He does the sensible thing. This will chew up some more time. And they'll have an attacking throw into the line out. And that's only 17 metres out from the Varsity line. Sunshine's back out again here at Palmerston North. And the world's a nicer place.
Typical Palmerston North.
Schwenke.
4-man line out again.
4-man line out. Sharky standing at 3. He's come back and he'll be... No, now he comes forward. Who's going to do what? Oh, that looks like one of Kingy's moves. Over the top. Comes back to Grogan. Eventually mucked up by College Old Boys. Got a bit too complicated for themselves, I think. It's in the hands of Wilson just outside his 22. There's Marsoe with a striking white mane of hair. Drives his way forward. Makes a good 12 metres. Nice play. Wilson feeds the ball back on the outside to Tufunga. Extra man. Grogan still driving forward. Up towards the halfway. Good play from Varsity. They'd love to get over again here, but the ball's been dropped there by Marsoe. So it'll be a College Old Boys scrum 11 metres inside the Varsity half.
Varsity just a bit of breakdown there between Flynn Yates and Marsoe, I think it was.
It's just a short ball that looks like he couldn't quite contain it. Varsity are getting into their work now, Jason.
Yeah, 2.5 minutes to go, so it'll be interesting to see what COB go to. They've got a Baxter set up in a 3-3. My bet's James Toffus coming to our side. That's what my bet's on.
Ball comes in. Tahiwi McMillan feeds the ball out to Tofa. He's looked dangerous, and again, out of the back of the hand to Keelan. Keelan driving his way forward towards the line, trying to find Minhinnick, but he couldn't do it. But there it is with Tahiwi McMillan on the ground. They'll need a halfback, and they get it there through Minhinnick. Off the top there is Elijah Croswell, just held by the jersey. Told backwards, they'll be looking for it. Good play from College Old Boys again. Minhinnick driving forward, smashing over the line of forwards. Tahiwi McMillan again. Puts the ball up. Now it's with Tofa. Barges his first player out of the way. Now he's still going forward, Tofa. On the line, and referee said stop. Just hold on for a moment. Head high, and he's gone to the pocket. Yellow card is the call. So they've been under a warning. And who's that leaving the field now?
Is that Ropati?
Is it Ropati, the left winger?
Is that a bit of back chat, or I don't know if I've missed something there?
I think he signalled across the chest, so it might have been for another infringement. He sits down. It is Ropati, left winger for Varsity. We'll spend 10 minutes on the Naughty Boys chair right in front beside the Hankin Shield. Schwenke going in now. 15 on 14 for College Old Boys. Big Jim Surawanu drives at the line. 10 metres out. Here comes the College Old Boys machine again. Straight up to Isaac Tupai.
Playing under advantage.
Under advantage now. So they've got a penalty right there. They'll probably take the kick, I would think, if it comes back to that. It's over the top. There goes Schwenke. Pulls off the side again. Tahiwi McMillan. Pulls the ball across. There goes Eschenbeck, one ball, and the last pass comes up over the top. College Old Boys in again. Just looking to see who that player was, and it was the number 6 for them, Jared Selwood, who eventually scores a try for College Old Boys, and pretty impressive after that time.
Yeah, very impressive from COB. But, like I've said before, every time they've been down to 22, it feels like they're scoring or coming away with points.
And what a time for College Old Boys to strike again. 24 points to 12, about to become 26-12 going into the sheds.
I hope you haven't jinxed them.
That was slow putting the flags up. And that'll be it for the first half here at Arena Manawa 2. Cracker of a first half. College Old Boys playing into the win. They've got 14 points on the board over Varsity. We'll be back for the second half.
Who's he taking? And he's an 18.
Okay, welcome back to the second half of the Hankin Shield final here in Palmerston North. College Old Boys leading 26 points to 12 as they come away, and Varsity through Marsoe has the first touch of the ball and drives away forward, trying to bring themselves out of... Oh, great ball there from Logan Henry. Flicks the ball off there to his counterpart, being held up off the ground. Now they go to ground. It's with Wilson right on the halfway mark for Varsity. There's Quirky. Goes to ground, and penalty for Varsity. Too high was the tackle. So Varsity playing back into this breeze now, Jace. We'll just see they've got also a 14-point deficit. Uphill from here.
Yeah, I think if they can do what COB did in the first half and just play. And mind you, they've still got 14 men on the field as well, so that might make it a bit hard as well.
Fullback Logan Henry, lovely strike on that ball into the wind to get the take the play up. They'll have a throw into the line out. 20 metres out from the College Old Boys line. Good start to the half for Varsity. They've got to play smart rugby into the wind and really probably try their hand. Logan Henry's looked very impressive from the back. Grogan. Taken high in the middle by Quirky. And now it goes back to Grogan. He's got his hands on the back. And that's a penalty for College Old Boys.
I can't help you out with that penalty, sorry.
No, I really don't know what that means either.
Obstruction maybe? Or?
Yeah, maybe an accidental offside through the play.
Yeah, I think we're going to see a bit more Logan Henry this half. Obviously COB have the wind and they'll be looking at kicking it a bit more, I'd say.
Eschenbach puts his right foot down, hasn't gone to touch. It's a mistake. They take it outside their 22 and run the ball up there with Brosnan. He pulls the ball on the outside. They've got the extra man. There's Davidson. Pulls the ball back inside. It's Surata. He goes to ground. They're up towards the 10-metre mark inside the College Old Boys half. Henry feeds the ball across. Oh, left at the back is Marsoe. Kicked all the way through. This could be a runaway for College Old Boys. The other kick and the dive and the try has been scored. Let's just pick up the player who looks like he's hurt himself, and it was number 14 for it. Ben Minhinnick was the try scorer there for College Old Boys, but it looks like he might have hurt himself along the way. Pretty good skills and a heartbreak for Varsity.
Pretty
Score
impressive.
now up to 31. This conversion will be over.
Pretty impressed with the wingers from College Old Boys. Bit of speed and
Very good play.
pretty opportunist try, that one.
Gerardo Ratha on the left wing, and the kick goes through. 33 points to 12 after 3 minutes in the second half. Ominous signs. I will be very happy with this performance so far from the College Old Boys. Playing with the wind and a lot of confidence. The kick out high from Henry, taken down there by big Azoko Tupai. Tafiti McMillan again with the ball. Now it's coming back. Goes all the way back to Ishambashi. He can't kick it out, so he drives it downfield. Taken right at the back. Over to Henry. Comes up all the way to the 10-metre mark and puts the ball high in the air. Charging players coming through as Cole's underneath it. Choose not to take it. That's an accidental collision in midfield. So Jaden Keelan just fallen over the top of one of his players, and it'll be a varsity scrum with the resulting loss forward.
Good decision there from Logan Henry. It was quite a set line from College Old Boys, so hoisted up into that wind, held up nicely, and Varsity now have the ball.
Been a significant change in the front row for College Old Boys at half time with Sean Perinihi. Only jetted into Palmerston North this morning. He takes his place on that tight head side of the scrum, and he's replaced David Braddock. He had a pretty industrious first half.
Quite tough.
Tupai just stays on there. He's a warrior, that man.
Quite tough for Varsity here. Obviously they've got a back down now, so looks like Logan Henry's in the boot. 2-1-2 split as we will call on the back. So
another 2 minutes of them being rested down to 14 men with Ropati still in the bin. There is small ball out. Wilson making a play across the top to Davidson, trying to work down that left-hand flank and getting inside the 22 of College Old Boys. Here they come across with Marsoe. He's gone to ground. Wilson's there.
Offside.
And coming across for a penalty. The penalty count's pretty high,
yeah.
Jace. I'm just wondering whether Matt McEwen's going to be putting any of these teams on warning for this. Penalty's going to be right in front of the post. What to do here?
I think they've gone for the scrum.
Scrum again.
Yep.
So Varsity putting it up with the fatties. They're really trusting these boys to do the job. They need something. They need to score again, with College Old Boys just lengthening their lead. Out now by 21 points after 6 minutes in the second half.
I'd like to see Logan Henry get down first receiver on this left side, fast screen, just to create a 3-on-3 there. I think he's going to be dangerous.
Split back line. Henry right behind the pack. Which way is he going to go?
He's going left.
He's going out to the left. The extra man, Wilson, off the top. Beautiful short ball on the inside. And Henry's through. Henry's through. And the ball goes up, and the try gets scored in the end.
Sam Cold, I think.
Just looking to see who the eventual try scorer was.
Sam Coles.
Here we go. So Varsity try scorer was Coles in jersey number 13. Great play and a great attempt to strike back. Good game, Jason. 33 points to 17. Lots of points.
Yeah.
Varsity will pull themselves back in. Important conversion attempt into the wind. Nice strike at the post. It's holding up. Just away to the left. Good strike there by Logan Henry. Important score for Varsity.
Looks like Varsity might be coming back to 15 men. What? Maybe another minute to go? Yeah.
Ropati down in front, getting ready to rejoin, as Jason says, which will bring their complement back to 15. Looks like there's a bit of an injury down, so maybe that's just milking a bit of time to get the extra man back on the field.
I can tell you right now that's a tactical strap something up, and he's been tired. Look at that, it's worked. Varsity back to 15 men, Ropati back on the field. So,
and they'll obviously use a forward to do that, Jason, not a back.
I was going to let you say that, not me. I've picked on the forwards enough today.
I think the backs are endangered species. A little bit precious, but
yeah, I was going to say precious.
Restart now from Johan Ischenbach for College Old Boys just making sure the players are behind. Kicks the ball high in the air. Drifting around the breeze, taken by Brosnan. And he goes to ground. Drives his way out, 30 metres out from their own line. Varsity. Enterprise and stuff. Taken there by Grecky in the middle. Wilson across the top.
Oof. Big props coming together. So you love to see.
Yeah, just big play from there. Wilson. Oh, yeah, good play there by Tawala. Across the top, Wilson, they've still got the ball. Nice continuity. Tufanga goes to ground. Well, ball at the back, but it's gone loose for Varsity. They've got it now. They've got to just regroup and come all the way back. Davidson goes to ground, but they're on the 22-metre mark, going backwards. So it's going to go back to Wilson. Said that's enough. Pump the ball high in the air. Try something different. Keelan takes the ball magnificently in the air and feeds it back for College. They've got numbers out to the right if they can use it. Goes to Elijah Croswell. Holds his head. He might have been hurt there a little bit. And now it's up to Tofa. Tofa still working his way forward. Good play. Tahiwi McMillan. There it is for Sean Paradihi. Replacement forward on the top. Tafira McMillan trying to get his way through. Pop the ball back. Good continuity here from College Old Boys. Still driving their way forward with Schwenke. Over the top. Tahiwa McMillan again. Oh, big tackle there by Marsoe. Shoulder in first. Nice play. Driving their way forward. Ishenbach. Can't get his way forward. Here's the ball back, but it's been lost forward by the looks of that exchange.
I think Sean Panahi would have...
Defensive scrum for Varsity.
Sean Panahi might want to stay in Christchurch after his last two tackles. He's been
got hit, didn't
been hit twice. So. No, that's a big sigh of relief for Varsity. Good defence, and as the game goes on, you can see a few boys going down. But
fantastic hit on him by Lockford Marsoe, wasn't it? Man.
Did you know? Next person up.
And that was just as I made all the changes on my paper, so talking great about Tuala, and now he's gone off. So it was a waste of time. Anyway, it's going to be a very defensive Varsity scrum. Into the breeze, 16 points behind. See what they can do. With halfback Wilson. Good scrum. Wilson feeds ball straight on the outside to Coles. We're trying to find that outside Roltha. Ropati. He's back on the field now for them. Now it comes up. Still driving their way forward. 18 metres out from their own line. Marsoe creating the bridge for them.
Box kick. Oh no.
It goes back to Henry with his big right boot down the sideline, but doesn't make a lot into that stiff breeze. It'll be a College Old Boys throw into the line out 28 metres out from the Varsity line.
Maybe look at that. Back to the four-man again.
Four-man line out. Where's Sharky? There he is. Takes it off the top. Jared Goodson, the captain. Schwenke comes around, gets his hands on the ball and holds it. Bursts out to the side. It dodges past the referee. That was a good call. Schwenke still going. Now he goes to ground. They're 18 out from the Varsity line. Short ball up. There's Jared Selwood, who goes to ground. Tahiwi McMillan. It's a loose pass from College Old Boys, but it looks like they've been able to regather.
Oh, here we go.
It's been 2-0 now for Varsity. They've got some numbers if they can free it. Shot out the back, unfortunately, by Brosnan.
Lucky advantage.
Yeah. Oh, they were playing under advantage, so they were having a go. If that ball could have stuck with Logan Henry, 70 metres, but no one in front of him, that could have been a different story. So the result's going to be a scrum for Varsity. They didn't get the advantage from that. That scrum will be 26 metres out from their own line, 15 metres in from the right-hand touch.
Looks like the Varsity backs have all their backs on the left side there, so I can tell you what, it doesn't look like they're setting up to kick. Expect them to play wide.
Looks like they're going to want to keep the ball in hand. Wilson, Davidson, feeds across to Coles. Big ball on the outside, and there's their man, Ropati, who kicks the ball forward, charging up with pace. The ball's gone forward. Did it come off their hand? The referee said yes. to Tamatoa Ropati. Great pace of speed on there.
Great play from Varsity there. I think it was Sam Coles that threw that lovely little, what we call a bridge pass. So good play from Varsity. Love to see it.
Replacement player for College Old Boys coming on, Corey Purton. Coming on the field in jersey 16, presumably into the hooker.
Oh, big Isaac. Two players come off.
He's coming as actually prop. Corey played a bit of propping for College Old Boys last year. Not because he wanted to, but he'd had a rather luxurious summer on the beach. So he suddenly had the condition to play prop, Jason.
I don't know what you're talking about.
So he comes on to take off Tupai. Help on mobility. Kick over the top from Eschenbach. Takes the ball down midway between the 22 and halfway inside the College Old Boys half. It'll be a Varsity throw.
Starting to get down to the championship minutes. I think Varsity need to come away with some kind of points this next phase.
College Old Boys 13, Varsity 17, 13 minutes gone in the second half as Grogan throws into the back. Well taken. Now it's Wilson across the top to Varsity with Flynn Hall in the middle. Oh, nice ball on the outside.
Oh, here he goes.
Straight through the gap. Brilliantly done. Run.
Oh, what a try.
One-handed ball up. And it's going to be Davidson who dots down for Varsity. Great play. A lot of that started by Tamati Ropati. Again, the left winger who spent some time in the sin bin. As we look down now, it looks like we've got another Varsity player leaving the field.
Oh man, they got enough people they got any more reserves to bring on.
Oh,
it's like
might be getting a bit low. Who is that? Is it Gregi? Let's have a look at his number when he comes around.
6.
No, number 6 for them, which is Rudini Ebola. The blindside flanker. His day is over for Varsity. Attempted conversion not successful for Varsity, so the score remains 33 points to 22. Jace?
Lock yourself in. I think we're going to be up for a good finish here.
What are we calling? We predicted a close one at the time. It didn't look like it, but Varsity can score again. It's all on. College Old Boys playing with the wind. Replaced both props now to add a bit of mobility to what they're doing. Taken at the back there by Wilson. Feeds across to Logan Henry. And it goes straight to Davidson, who strikes the ball up towards left-hand touch. Doesn't go out, so Keelan takes it, picks up, has a go on his own. Now they feed across with College Old Boys on the halfway mark. Penalty, COB. So that's taken, that signal, Jason, is taken it too high.
Yeah, it's...
Again, another high tackle.
He's having a look at the post. No, going to the corner. Thought he might have had a little...
Probably be within his range with this wind, and it's a nice kick downfield. They're going to have an attacking throw into the line out. Only 16 metres out from the Varsity line. College Old Boys with big Joeli Rotha on this left wing. Had a great game. 3 tries in the first half. Shrinky throws in, taking the time. Jared Goodson takes it down. Nice play. Big Jim Sirawalu drives up straight into the face of Marsoe. Back to take. Oh, over the top it goes. But they've picked up Selwood. Darts off one. Then he goes to ground. They're midfield. Good attacking position for them. Here's Corey Purton. His first touch and run. Replacement prop. Tahiwa McMillan over the top again. He's been a very busy day. Now it goes up to Paranihi. Goes to ground. They've still got it. Working their way forward. Midfield. Here's with Tofa. Tofa hard to put down. Bounces out of 1, 2, 3 tackles. Now it goes to ground. Looks like they're going to keep it with the fatties to keep doing some work. And it goes up to number 8. Rookie for them. Pardo. Over the top. Tahiru McMillan. There it is with Schwenke. Schwenke, nice ball, still making their way forward. 10 metres out from the Varsity line. Varsity, the second shove comes through, and a turnover, and some space. Brosnan slams the ball downfield. Keelan's back there with it, bounces hard for him, but it goes back to Croswell, feeds across to Keelan, and he tries to find the safety of the sideline, does it on the full. So,
Big moment.
Varsity got themselves out of that one, and they're going to have a throw-in to a line out inside the College Old Boys half.
I think Varsity Masoi, looks like he's hurt his ankle.
Oh, another player
Just
down for
another.
Varsity, and he's in pain.
Yeah, he's in pain. He's getting a good applause from the crowd too, so
They
good on
are
him.
to take it in
Oh,
there
here we
by
go.
number 7 ball ace for Varsity. The ball's been spilt, but picked up there by Davidson, who things around there. Inside the College Old Boys half, midfield. Wilson feeds the ball across. Oh, lovely play to Henry, but he can't hold on to it. It's been taken away by Min Hinnick, right winger for College Old Boys, trying to make something happen down that far side. Coming back. And there was a penalty advantage. They were under actually a knock-on advantage, so they'll come back for the first infringement, which was a knock-on, and it will be a scrum for College Old Boys, 9 metres inside their own half.
I'd say Varsity wouldn't have any more subs on the bench, would they?
So Leo Tanganoa is down there in jersey number 22, and as it looks like he's gone to the forward pack.
He has.
So that would be a replacement.
Oh, big scrum for Varsity.
Oh,
Here he
beautiful
goes.
play across the top, and there goes to Huey McMillan,
So he's had all
making his way, streaking down the far side. He's good in the open play. Now the ball across the top. College Old Boys bouncing their way back. Held at the back. Tahiwi McMillan. Now it's ball high for Sharky, but it's across. Here comes Topher. Topher. Drawn pass. One more. Can they make it? But the pass is forward. Oh. Heartbreak for College Old Boys. Beautifully worked move. They'll be disgusted with that, and I can imagine the coach's box will be feeling that.
Yeah, that was. It looked like obstruction, I thought he called, but obviously a forward pass, so. Yeah, the backs look dangerous when they get it, don't they?
That
They're
was
called backs.
beautifully worked out. Topher is really outstanding for College Old Boys, and linking up with that left winger Jolie Raltha is wonderful for them.
As you can see again, Varsity have all their backs on that far side, so
Yeah.
not expecting a kick. Could be a similar move to what they ran last time with Ropati getting in space.
They'll be keeping it in there.
Just watch the COB fullback, he might look to come up a little bit earlier than he did last time.
Joe Tucker on the side of the scrum for Varsity. That's a good scrum for Varsity too. Ball in hand, Davison, Coles on the outside. They're working their way forward. Brosnahan involved in there. Coming back, Wilson's digging the ball out. Wilson looking for the bit of the gap, taking in a tackle. Close to halfway, and over the halfway they go. Nice play from Varsity. Another one-handed up to Brosnan, who goes to ground. This is good play from him, good nice continuity, but the ball
Penalty again.
has been physical for the call. Looks like a penalty.
Another high tackle? Is that the high tackle signal? Oh,
Yeah, they must be having to talk to them now. So that was Big Jim Sirawalu called for that tackle.
11-point game, 19 minutes to go.
Ball's been kicked out. It's going to be a Varsity throw, and that throw-in will be 16 metres out only from the College Old Boys line. They're down by 11 points. There's 19 minutes to go, so still plenty of time. Are we going to have one of those cliffhanger finals again? Oh, throw in the middle, but it's been scruffy, and it's come all the way back to College Old Boys. Comes back to Topher, who slams the ball downfield, and it finds the touchline. Good escape for them, so essentially they've cost themselves about 25 metres. They'll have to start again with a throw-in midway between the 22 and halfway College Old Boys territory.
21 coming on for
21
Varsity.
coming on for Varsity, which is Regan Sword. He's going in at halfback.
Got applause for Bryn Wilson coming off. Thought he played well.
He did play well. So Sward, first touch of the ball on the outside. And there is number 17 for them, Joe Tako, who goes to ground. Varsity back up. Another big driving run. They're just trying to inch their way forward.
Numbers down
Ball in
short
hand,
side.
very important for them. A drop maybe not seen by the referee.
Another penalty advantage. Could see a
Taken down there
card.
by Gwerke. They've got another penalty advantage, so those College Old Boys players may be up there a little bit too soon. As Tafanga goes to ground. Sward feeds the ball now on the outside. Davidson back on the inside. It's gone to ground. Looking for it, but they'll go back for the penalty advantage. Now, what's the referee going to say here? No. Offside play. So Logan Henry will come forward. He'll punch this down to the corner and give Varsity another great attacking
Great
approach.
kick.
A wonderful kick by Logan Henry. Pinpoint, 5 metres out. They're going to have to throw into the College Old Boys line. Down by 11, 17 minutes to play. Wouldn't they love to score again here?
Think the backs are getting the ball here.
I don't think they would want to risk that, would they? Armstrong Ravula on there for Varsity. Grogan thrown in, full line out. One thinks they'll probably take it down and drive. It's gone to ground. Oh, it's gone through and working their way through. What's the referee say? Try!
Wow.
That all happened very fast. Coming back from the play was Nick Grogan.
Oh no, he's changed his mind.
Changed his mind on advice from the touchline. So it must have been a knockdown from College Old Boys.
I'm guessing it's been a double knock on.
Double knock on.
Yeah, maybe.
So they're going to go back for the first one. That was a College Old Boys mistake. So it's going to be a Varsity scrum. Very close, only 5 metres out from the line. 15 metres in from the left-hand touch. Big blindside if they want to use it.
Yeah, I was just going to mention that. I'd love to see Ropati one-on-one.
Raw parties be lining up to do that, but I've also got plenty of players I hear on the outside with Reece Brosnan on the wing. Here comes the packs. They're set.
Scotty Davison's just
Sword at the back. Is Gwerke going to make the extra man? Here he does. He picks up and goes himself. Gwerke towards the line. 2 metres out from the line. Short ball up. Driving towards the line and the trying to smash out and scored. That goes to number 17, Joe Tako, the try scorer for Varsity. And what an important try that is at this stage of the game.
great try. Just what Varsity needed. Logan Henry here to convert.
Should be straightforward. Kicks
Yep,
it,
here we
nice.
go.
Flags go up. Gets even tighter.
4-point game.
33 College Old Boys, 29 Varsity. 15 minutes to play. It's all on here, Palmerston North CET Arena for the final of the Hankins Shield in 2023. What's the plan for College Old Boys now, Jason?
Yeah, I think they just got to get their hands on the ball. I think the person who has the team who has the ball, is getting momentum and
Still with the wind behind their back,
yeah.
but maybe going out of their sails as Varsity comes storming back. Taken down there by Sam Tafanga, who lines up, drives his way at that College Old Boys defence. Ball goes to ground, 30 out from the line. Here's Gwerke. Great game from him so far. Sword over the top. Tackled. Illegally.
Penalty.
Another penalty.
Here they go.
Offside play. Taken quickly by Sword. Trying to keep the board moving. Good play across. There's Coles. Ball on the outside. Oh, it's been kicked. It wasn't touched the hands though. So it's gone to ground. Who's coming back? College Old Boys picked it up. Tahiwi McMillan feeds the ball back. Good play from them. Now they're in an attacking play inside the Varsity half. Tofa across the top. Siriwalu. He goes to ground. Tahiwi McMillan pulls the ball back to Jared Goodson. He takes it to ground. They're over the top of that, but they've got it back. Sean Paranihi drives up towards the line. Still around that 10-metre mark. It's a bit messy for them. Ooh. Penalty for College Old Boys.
Got to take the 3 here, wouldn't you?
Well,
Make it a 7-point game.
ahead by 4. This penalty is right in front of the post and they've got the wind at their back. What's the call, Jason?
Yeah, looks like he's going for the 3. Yeah, would have done exactly the same. Saw him in the warm-up kicking from here, and he was nailing them.
So for College Old Boys, first 5-8, Johan Ischenbach will come forward to try and stretch this lead out to 7 points with 12 minutes left to play.
Tell you what,
Well,
he doesn't muck around when he kicks, does he? On the tee, and then
We're heading for a cracker of a last 10 minutes, Jason. Again, this Hankin Shield Finals, they just keep producing here in Palmerston North. Comes in, drives it towards the post, away to the left. Didn't strike the ball very well, so it's going to be a dropout from the 22-metre mark for Varsity. Down by 4, 11 minutes left to play.
big 11 minutes coming up.
Henry puts the ball high in the air, charging through. Coles tried to contest it, and they've got it back. Good play. Joe Tarko was the man took the ball to ground. He's had a good transition into the game, feeding the ball across. And it comes to ground now. That was Surata. So the ball's there for Varsity, but they're a bit slow getting to it. Looks like they were playing under advantage. There was a small knock on, no advantage for them. So they'll go back and have the scrum. That scrum 7 metres inside their own half, 5 metres in from the left-hand touch. College Old Boys 33, Varsity 29, 10 to play. Who are you picking, Jace?
I'd love to. That's too hard to tell at the moment, but of what I would say, I'd love to see Ropati in some space here. Get a look at the back line. He's kind of in the pocket behind the 10-12, so my money would be on giving the ball to him and seeing what he can do. We'll see what he can do this afternoon, so
Here we go.
he looks pretty set.
Sward, replacement halfback for Varsity. Got it at the back. Feeds the ball straight across
Good carry.
to Surata. Picks the ball up to halfway. Penalty College.
Isolated.
Holding on. Good play over the top. Looked like Elijah Croswell is getting the back slaps from his teammates. He was the one over the top in good position and earns a penalty for College Old Boys. Now, what would you do here? Not interested in another kick. They're going to drive it down to the corner. I thought they'd probably have another kick from there, but
That's a good kick
what
there.
do I know? It was a great kick.
Back to the 4-man again.
4-man line out. Sharky at the back. Comes up to the front. Very confusing. Taken down. Beautiful play from him. Up to Sirawalu. Driving his way forward. Taken down. 6 metres out from the line. Big ball up to Purton. Drives his way. They're getting a good field position in midfield. Now they're back across. Another ball up. There it is with Keelan. Dancing around. Good on his feet. Jaden Keelan. Goes to ground. McMillan. Nice work. Again, McMillan back on the outside. There's Sirawalu
great
tipped on.
hands.
Nearly an intercept over them. And Hinnick's got the ball on that right wing. Goes close to the touchline, but holds his position and play well. Tahiwi McMillan feeds the ball back across. There's Elijah Croswell with a touch on the ball. 15 out from the line. Nice play up. Driving through. Selwood goes to ground. Over the top. There it is again. Good play from them, the Ischenbach. Big ball across to Tofar. Small ball to Keelan. Went through his hands. And just a very close. Good try for the line by Ralpha. Couldn't get the ball back and eventually stepped out of line, but it's going to be a small knock on by the looks there by College Old Boys. So it'll be a Varsity scrum, but College are doing everything they should do, and they're not giving Varsity the ball.
They're at the right area of the ground, and there was actually quite a lot of space behind there. I thought James was going to put a little grabber through there, but decided to keep the ball in hand.
Especially with Joel Arthur on this left wing.
3 tries today. Wonder what the record for the most tries in a Hank final will be. That's a good stat. We need to find out.
I think so. He's been good. Very good performance today from Tahiwi McMillan for College Old Boys.
Yeah, very impressed. He's quite snipey around the rucks and gets rid of the ball fast.
Not much to him, but very impressive for the young player. Taking his place here with Geordie Villieu in the normal halfback, away with the under-20s. Okay, here comes Varsity. Cole's feeding the ball on the outside. Oh, there was that attempted knock down. There was that knock down. It was just a knock on. Was the call. That was Topher streaming his way through there to try and pick that ball. So two things could have happened there, because if he'd missed it on that far side, they were trying to get the ball out there to Row Party, and he had a lot of space in front of him.
Quite ambitious from Varsity, but I like it.
The result's going to be a scrum for Varsity. They've got 6 minutes left to play, but they're in the wrong end of the ground and are 4 points behind.
They've used that move 3 or 4 times now, so COB have done a really good job at defending that play. So, do you think he was going for the ball there on that example?
I think he was.
Oh,
He's
here he
just
goes.
an honest back. Varsity, now they're coming out with the outside. Good ball across here to Brosnan. Brosnan sizes up his options and chooses to try and stay in field, goes to ground. They'll have to release him on the 22-metre mark inside their own half. Coles feeds the ball back on the outside. Tafanga's in there.
Oh, big. Here we go.
There's Tako. Can he get the ball back? Well, he's having a good run. Big Joe Tako. Now it's across. It's there for them. So they pick the ball up. Where they go, down again. Sword there to play. Feeding the ball up. Short ball. Big Sam Tafanga.
He's had a good game today too, Sam.
Goodson's over the top. And what's he say? Referee, no. So interesting call there, because Varsity were actually on the way upfield, but he pulled them back and gave the penalty.
Yeah, I think the ref was in 2 minds there, whether the call for College Old Boys or Varsity.
Yeah, it looked like Jared Goodson was over the top, earning the penalty, but in the end it's going to be a Varsity kick, and they've made a good kick.
Oh,
now
here we
they're
go,
on the right
mate.
side of the field.
Oh,
Midway between the 22 and halfway in the College Old Boys half, with the sun streaming down onto the field. Looks like there's going to be some other replacements. In fact, the referee's calling for a substitution over there, so the game doesn't get slowed down. It looks like Schwenke from here. 4 points behind. 4.5 minutes left to play.
yeah, it's going to be exciting.
And with Schwenke going down, looks like big. It's like a Tupai.
Coming back on.
It's going to be Grogan thrown in again. He's had a strong game. Taken high, but it's been reclaimed there back by College Old Boys, and they've lost it. A little bit of foul play in the line out though. It's going to be a penalty for Varsity.
Ooh.
They'll be able to take this down to the corner. They'll have a much closer attacking opportunity at the College Old Boys line.
Yeah, obviously, like I said, it's probably going no further than the forwards here. If you can get it really close to the 5 metre, yeah, that's not too bad. Yeah, I can't see this ball going any further than the forwards here.
Logan Henry's kick takes the ball inside the 22. This line out throw is going to be about 17 metres out from the College Old Boys line. And they're backing themselves. This time it's a full line out, a 6-man line out, sorry. Grogan goes to the middle, taken there beautifully by Gwerke for Varsity. They've got it up off the ground, but now they're rolling forward and rolling forward. They've still got it towards the line, 5 metres out.
Oh,
you can't do that. And I'm not sure what the signal is, but essentially it's a truck and trailer, isn't it? Using the players to drive forward and actually creating that. I think that's the call from the referee McEwen.
Oh, they look like they're going straight to the try line too.
Oh, yeah, that was a huge moment in the game. Eschenbach drives the ball downfield. Nice kick. It'll be a College Old Boys throw midway between the 22 and halfway inside their own half. Importantly, the clock now ticks over the 3-minute mark. They're inside that. They need to hold on with a 4-point lead to reclaim or to retain, sorry, the Henkin Shield in the North Street club rooms of College Old Boys. Purton's the man thrown into the line-out with Swinky gone. Throws it, takes it easy at the front with Jared Goodson. He's been the go-to man. It's there with Purton at the back. They'll be wanting to keep it with the fatties, and they keep it up there with Big Jim Siriwalu. He goes to ground.
Oh, they look,
Willen over the top. There's the fatties just doing the work. Selwood.
looks like they're going into a bit of a lockdown for the last 2 minutes.
Oh, and there's a second push there from over the top from Varsity. They're looking interested. Oh, got the ball back on the outside. Davidson picks it up, has a go. Is this their play? Now it's over the top. Back to Grogan.
Oh,
And an advantage for Varsity. They can have a crack here. Sward picks the ball up. A bit of a juggle from Joe Taco, but he goes to ground over the top. Sward back, working the blind side. There's Quirky. Taco's still down. Logan Henry up in the line, trying to find his way through. Okay, there he goes to ground over the top. Sward's there, they're still under the advantage. Back to Sam Tufanga. He's going at the line, they're 32 metres out from the College Old Boys line. There's Quirky. Coming all the back, no advantage by the looks, they'll come all the way across. And there's the penalty now for Varsity. Under a minute left to play. A kick to them, a penalty kick is no good. So immediately, Logan Henry comes, urges his players to get behind him. He'll kick down into that left-hand corner.
Yeah, it's not a bad kick from there. It's great to kick
Well,
from
they're
there.
going to have the last chance saloon.
There we go.
Is for Varsity this afternoon. 4 points behind, 24 seconds left to play on the clock. So we had the last play in normal time. Five-man line out. Grogan in the middle. Ball ace at 2. Ball ace is 2. He's the man. He takes the ball. And it comes back to Sward. Here they go again. Big Joe Taco drives his way forward. Over the top, back to Sward. They're just going to try and do it with the fatties with
Advantage again, I think.
advantage again. They've got. So Sward, they can come back. They can have a bit of a go here. Feeds the ball over.
Oh, they got numbers.
Numbers they can. There it is with Logan Henry. He's been taken to ground. Only 6 metres out from the line. Davidson playing halfback. No advantage. Going back for the penalty. There was an opportunity
Scrum,
there.
go to a scrum. Yep, I'll go to a scrum here.
That penalty's going to be right in front of the posts.
Oh, he continues
He's
running.
going to go quarterback, sorry. All the way across field. It's an offside play. So the scoreboard clock has clicked over 80 minutes.
I'd go for a scrum here if I
We're
was
at the
Varsity.
referee's time. What's the call? They
Yep,
handled
here we
that
go.
line out pretty well. And it has been called scrum. The scrum's going to be 15 metres in from that far side, so it opens up a big blind side for them. It's only 13 metres out from the College Old Boys line. They've got a big blind side if they want, but so far they've got all the players either behind this pack or lined out to the right. Last play of the game. Varsity 4 points behind. Sward puts the ball in, held at the back. Quirky comes off. Quirky drives his way forward. 5 out from the line. Varsity trying for the Henkin Shield. Down.
Oh, another penalty. That's a card coming up, I think.
And now it's a card penalty. Oh, this is reaching in the pocket.
Oh, it's Sean Paranihi, I think. It's been yellow carded.
Is the infringing player. So Varsity get another penalty 5 metres out. They'll go to the scrum again, and they do.
And they've got to bring someone on too. College Old Boys.
They'll need another prop to get out there. So they've got Corey Purton and Big Tupai out there.
I don't think they've got. Oh, yep, David. Is it David?
Looks like Braddock coming
Yep,
back on.
Braddock coming back on.
So that replaces that. They'll have to drop off another player. Who's that going to be?
Looks like they've dropped off a loose forward.
Is that Selwood going out the back?
Can't tell you what number.
Selwood, I think.
Yeah, it might be Selwood.
College Old Boys down to 14. No time left on the clock. Varsity 5 metres out. We've got another fantastic Hankin Shield finish, Jace.
What a game.
We've called it a wonderful game of rugby here in Palmerston North. Can Varsity cap it all off and get over the line to snatch this game away from College Old Boys? Sword feeds the scrum. Guerki holds it at the back, comes off, makes extra man, goes himself, drives forward. 3 metres out. Sword, little ball up. There's Sam Tafanga. Drive towards the line. Nowhere back.
Right.
Sword looking for the man. It's Joe Taco. Close to the line.
Space wide.
Where's the ball coming? There's a lunge. But the balls are still there for them.
If they want to go right, they've got space right.
They've got it. They're very, very close to the posts.
Another penalty.
Offside play. They're down to 14. They might be 13. Referee's going to have a chat to his linesman on that far side.
Just
Called an offside play. Again, it'll be another scrum for sure.
Just feel like Varsity needs to shift that ball right
84
there.
minutes now played in the match, and it's just knife-edge stuff. Varsity attacking with everything they have. They're 4 points behind. They need to score the try to snatch an unlikely win away from College Old Boys. College have led all the way through this match, but this is high drama and the sort of drama we get in the final of the Hankin Shield. Sword. Regan Sword, the halfback for Varsity, just running things down for them. Julian Guerki, he's had a huge game in number 8 jersey for them. He's been the pick and go man off the back, creating the extra space. Remember, College Old Boys are man down. Varsity need to find that gap. They need the platform first, and they've got it.
He's going to go.
Guerki's got it. Oh no, he's been hit.
Fence,
Croswell snaps him down straight away. Good play. Trying to effect a mistake. There's Grogan. Goes for a little dab himself. Sword. Hands on the ball. Picks the ball up. Sam Tafanga lurches towards the line. 3 metres out. Sword organising his men. There's Big Joe Taco. He's going way too high. Another lunge from him though.
Free shot here.
There's Sword. Oh, he saw a bit of a gap. Not to have a go himself. White line fever. Now it's back across. There it is. Lunge at the line. Very, very close.
You got to go shift it wide.
Shift it wide. Oh, are they over the line?
The wing is open.
Tafanga at the line. What does the referee say? He can't see it.
Just short.
The ball is still there. Pops it up. Close to the line. Oh, drama. Another penalty.
Oh, another card.
And another card. This has got everything. How long is this going to go on? 86 minutes gone now. Another player goes from that. Looks like Corey Purton's working his way to the back of the thing. He's a naughty boy. College Old Boys down to 13. Can they hold on? Wow, high drama.
Oh, man. What happens with the scrums here?
High drama.
They've got no one else to bring on.
They have no one else. They've got 2 of their props now are in the bin. It will be
Golden Oldie scrum?
Golden Oldie scrum. No push, surely.
Doesn't really...
Which will be good for College because they can actually probably keep their players out in the back line and stop the gaps.
Yeah.
It plays into their hands. Mind you, they got Isako Tupai. He could count for 2 players.
2, 3...
Well, what a fantastic exhibition of rugby in a game. This is right on the edge of the seats, everyone. 7 minutes overtime now here in Palmerston North. Varsity, 4 points behind, are throwing everything at this brave College Old Boys defence, trying to get over the line and snatch the game.
I don't know what's been going on here. What's
Blackie, the cameraman's looking at me saying, another one. We've had some rippers here in the last 20 years of Hankin Shields games for grassroots rugby. Tonight doesn't disappoint. Looks like a few instructions from the sideline for Varsity. Where's the gaps in the College Old Boys defence, Jason?
I think just from watching the I think the forwards are getting a bit, here I go again on the forwards run, but forwards getting a little bit white line fever. If they can shift the ball wide, I think they're going to score. I think Reese Bronson's been open about 3 or 4 times since I've been down here.
Big Joe Taco here to go. Sam Tafanga's had a great reach out at the end, but it's great defence too from College.
Oh yeah, as well. College has been awesome.
Just yeah, wonderful. High drama. I think there's a big discussion down there. This must be golden oldie scrum.
Yeah, I think they have to have 8 in the forwards if my ruling is correct.
They have to have 8. That's going to leave all sorts of gaps out across that back line of College Old Boys. They're going to commit.
They've only got
16
5
players in there.
So they've only got 5 backs defending. Oh,
Yeah,
obviously
so
plus the
5
halfback.
backs defending against 7.
You gotta
Here
go
we
left.
go.
You got to go left.
Sword. The ball goes left. Last play of the game. Logan Henry drives up towards the line. 2 metres out. Sword feeds it across. There's Grogan. Towards the line.
gotta come right.
Get there. Oh, right on the line yet again.
Advantage again.
There's Sword
Wow.
again.
You gotta
Here we
score.
go. The line. Greggy to the line. Can't get it down. There's Sword.
Oh, the
Sword
fella.
dives.
What a try.
The try's been scored. Right to the death. Regan Sword has stolen the game away from College Old Boys. Varsity throw their hands in the air. College Old Boys collapse on the ground in despair. What a game of rugby. What a fantastic win for Varsity here this afternoon.
Oh, what a game. Yeah, I feel sorry for College Old Boys, but you've got to take your hats off to Varsity, staying in the fight. Yeah, what an awesome final. What an awesome final.
Tremendous game of rugby here, and for Varsity, who came back, just really had to work hard to make it into the semi-finals. Snatched the game away from nowhere last week against Old Boys Marist. They won the game from nowhere, and they've just come back and performed the miracle here this afternoon. Another Hankin Shield thriller.
They finished 4th place, am I right?
4th
Yeah.
place, just made it semis.
Oh,
Jason
no.
Emery, our expert comment, shaking his head.
Is this
what
Nick
a
Grogan
thrilling
kicking?
game of rugby it's been.
I'm shaking my head at Nick Grogan having. Is he kicking this, is he?
Yep, Nick Grogan is going to be the
He's probably going to get
goal
it too.
kicker. Sweeping this little piece of icing away from any backs.
You won't hear the end of this.
Disgusting.
Oh, it's short.
Very valiant attempt. Chipped it about maybe 13 metres towards the post.
Oh, what a game. Awesome game to finish.
But what a game. What a thrill we've had this afternoon. Big crowd's been treated to a ripper, and the Varsity club rooms will absolutely go off tonight.
And
What a
tomorrow and the
tremendous
next day.
team effort. Snatched the game away from College Old Boys. There were some great players in there. I thought their number 8, Julian Greggy, was outstanding. Jason, Sam Tafanga ran hard all day. Nick Grogan was there.
Ropati was good, I thought. You know, when
Bryn
he got the
Wilson
ball.
and Davidson, they did the job well. And yeah, they really, and Henry at the back, he just had that extra bit of muscle and need and length when they needed it.
Yeah, and they're a good team, you know. I think it went against what I said at the start of the game, you know. The win really didn't matter. I think the team playing into the win played a lot better, so just good mindset from the teams.